and we've all seen her rip before. I mean, I've seen her in Hawaii kill it. So we're going to see her again. I think the next stop would be for Pipe in February.
Yeah, it is.
Where we all come together.
For the women, this is the last
women.
event on the tour right now.
Okay.
So pretty exciting.
There is one more stop for the guys in Fronton, the Canary Islands. But look at this, right off the bat, Lumar Guitar.
Straight into a quick reverse and looking for a section here, into a roll. She couldn't quite get projected on that, so I don't think she's going to make it. No. And then behind it we have, it looks like, I think it is Ruth.
Yes, it is Ruth. So
straight into a wave as well, but it wasn't too much of a wave unless we missed the beginning there. But yeah, still some fun waves out there this morning. The wind hasn't picked up yet, so we're lucky. Get a few nice little peaks to play with.
So I'm going to give you the green light to escape, but I do ask a favor, just because I want to make sure the ladies get in here and get some FaceTime. But Lily's going to escape and to hunt down, unless you want to stay for another heat.
I don't mind if Carla's, I think Carla was coming, but if Carla's not there, I'll hang for this heat. I'm happy to help.
Perfect.
Yeah? Okay.
If we can have you for another heat,
no worries, I'm here.
Okay. So we're going to have Lily, Manny V here for another heat coming to you live from the Encanto Pro, brought to you by cpuertorico.com. But yeah, we're going to have Carla Costa in the hot seat. Hopefully Luz Marie Grand will be here, and Isabella Sosa will be joining us for these next few heats. And then we get into probably some of the heaviest heats in the women's division is round number 5, because that's when these hungry, already ready, energized riders.
I like round number 5 because we've got it's the non-elimination heat. So this is the one where you get rewarded. First place goes straight into the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
No, into round 7. Sorry.
But you bypass a round where you save energy.
Exactly. Second, third, and fourth, they go into round 6 to battle it out. But if you can just go all out, do something big, straight into first and straight skip around. So it's just perfect.
Yeah, that's coming up later on today, the 5th round of the women's division. We're looking at a start time about 10:50 local time. So stay tuned. Don't take your eyes off the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, we are here for the Encanto Pro, brought to you by cpuertorico.com. We are going to run the women's division round number 4, jump into the DK round number 3, go back to the women's division for round number 5, and finish off today's live broadcast with the drop knee division round number 4. 22 minutes remaining out of this 25-minute heat. Lumar Guitar with a solid 3.13 on her first wave. Ruth Para, she has a wave, but not a high-scoring wave, 1.38, and Natalia Ravelo and Rita Pires are still waiting for their first waves.
It's a little slow this morning, but there's definitely a couple of fun peaks to be had. As I saw this morning, Hub flying in his practice heats. He's still battling for the world title too, huh?
Yes, there are 6 competitors
chasing Winnie down, huh?
Yeah, they're all chasing Winnie. It's going to be interesting how everything plays out today, and a lot of points are at stake too for people who are trying to qualify and other people who are trying to hold on to their seed in the top 24. But it's going to be interesting how it all pans out.
Yeah, that's for sure. So do you think Winnie has it?
I think we're going to have to see, because if the waves do pick up, he's going to have a full advantage, because he's been killing it in waves that have been in 3 to 5 foot range. And if anything bigger comes into play, then he's got to contend with the big wave riders, which he is as well. But then you got GT to deal with. He and GT have been battling it out in the finals for a couple events, which was pretty amazing to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. But first, we're out here in the water with round number 4, heat number 2. You see heat number 14. That's the 14th heat in the women's division. But it is the second heat in round number 4 out in the water. So Lumar and Ruth, the only 2 who have caught a wave so far. And
you know what? We've seen that a little quiet right now.
You know what? We've seen that yesterday. Right off the bat, there was waves. Everybody was catching waves right off the bat. And then the second heat came around, and Mother Nature just said, "Okay, break time."
That's the thing too with your heats. Like if you have any kind of a wave in the beginning of your heat, you got to go, because you never know. Like I've had heats before. You think, I'll wait for a better one, and then the ocean goes quiet. So you just got to get onto it. You can see a set coming through now. Who's going to be onto it? Looks like we have Ruth in yellow paddling on the inside. She's pretty deep there. She's like behind the wedge.
It looked like there was it was just closing out.
Yeah. Not so good a wave.
I think she just wants to get another wave under her.
Luma up and at him. Straight into a quick reverse. Looking for that lip there. She's going for a spin. And what's coming up here? She's trying to milk it all the way through to the inside here. Oh, she's found a little section, a little roll to finish with. It's like a small kind of washy wave, but, you know, she's looking for a score right now, so it's something. It's better than nothing right now. Sometimes, man, sometimes you just have to, in competition, just go, well, I need a wave. Yeah. Anything will do.
And you know what? The training you were doing with Isabella, I mean, it gets you ready for these kind of situations because everybody wants to learn how to ride big waves and wants to go out and find the big waves, but a lot of the times you're going to end up in situations where you got to get out there in 2 to 3 foot waves and, you know, compete against people who have been training in this stuff.
Exactly, yeah. So you know what? The other training was good I did with Isabella. I went to her personal trainer in Fortaleza, and he does like a lot of strength training and a lot of like bodyboard focused training. It was, really good experience. Like, man, I think my muscles like.
I know you're all yoked out. What's up? Jeez.
And of course, getting fed really well by Isabella's family. Oh, we've got Ruth on the outside here. I mean, Rita, sorry.
Oh, nice roll right there. That's going to be probably the highest scoring wave of the heat so far. It was the biggest move of the heat on one of the bigger waves. So we're going to see if she can get up in the first and second place spot. Again, this is an elimination round. First and second advance on. Third and fourth, that is the end of the road for them. But that wave coming in for Ruth Bada, we're still standing by to come down our on our score sheet here.
She's up for another one right now. This is a nice looking wave here. She can get a good bottom turn. Oh, that lip. Oh, straight up. That was a very vertical roll.
Looked like she almost over-rotated as well, but she pulls it off. And
super vert.
What about putting her hair in a ponytail? Because that looked like her hair.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think you definitely need to. I made the mistake. I remember in Sintra, I had my hair up, and then halfway through the heat, that ponytail was like annoying me. I was like, I'll pull it out. The waves are small. It doesn't matter. But you know what happened? I did one roller, and when I landed, my hair went in my face. Yeah. And I knew there was another section, but I could see nothing. Oh, so I missed the next section for the roller. And, yeah, you definitely got to watch your hair right now.
Yeah. Actually, we've seen Dave Winchester put his hair in a ponytail.
So I love what Dave Hub does on the top there.
Look, here's another look.
Vert roll.
Yeah, and you can almost see she almost over-rotated right there, but is able to find looking forward and, again, flicking her hair out of the way. But
it's true that the hair looks very beautiful out of flicking around like that, but it's just dangerous in your eyes. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. But looks like at the moment we have Luma in first place with a 3.13 and a 5.08, and Ruth Para in second place. Looks like she got a 5.78 for that roll there, so that was a nice score for her. And in third is Hita with a 6.25, and she's just looking for another wave. And Natalia, she is looking for a first wave. So
while they're looking for these waves, we do have the winner of the last heat with Terry McKenna. Tezza, where you at?
Yeah, thanks, Manny, and Lily Pollard, of course, in the booth there. And we're down here with the winner of the first heat of the day. We're hanging out in the Sprite competitors area, chilling out on the chill-out lounge here with Emma Cobb from Australia. Congratulations, Em.
Thank you very much, Tez. Yeah, it's pretty fun out there, actually, this morning. A little bit messy, a little bit windy, a bit smaller than the last few days, but, yeah, a bit tough getting into some of the waves, but I guess you sort of got to fight and... yeah, pulled it off, luckily.
Well, you're up against the top seeds now, so it's going to be a big day for the girls and the drop. Now, of course, the men's GSS won't be resuming until Wednesday. We've got a day off tomorrow, folks, because of the political elections here in Puerto Rico. But, Em, this is your first trip to Puerto Rico. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I've pretty much didn't take me long to fall in love with the place. Had a lot of good waves since I got here. Plenty of swell, thanks to Sandy. But, yeah, I managed to look around one side of the island. Found a few cool little places and got some really good waves and been lucky with my heat so far, so yeah, I'm definitely coming back and learning a lot of Spanish before I come next time.
Okay, gracias. Well, listen, good luck for the rest of the competition, and you know, it's you're up against some of the top seeds in the next round, so it's going to be very interesting. So good luck, eh?
Thanks, Ez. Thanks.
Okay, back to you guys in the studio.
Buenos dias, amigos. What's up? Manny B here with Lily Pollard, and we're giving you the live action up and riding.
Rita on a nice little shaped wave here. She's looking for a good section, lining it up perfect. Oh, heavy roll. She can hold that.
Yes.
Like it.
Oh, she's upside down. Did it look like she was upside down?
It was just a feet flying around.
That was
Great.
insane. She pulls it out.
That was and that heavy roller.
That will be deemed incomplete as she comes out in front of the whitewash. So Rita Perez is 6.25 was on her first wave, and this wave right here is definitely going to help her.
Yeah, she only needed 0.91 to go into second, so I'm guessing she's going to throw herself into first place with that roller.
Easy. Let's take another look at what went down during the interview.
Lumar's left. Look at this nice shape left here. Good roller. She's punched it out there. That was great. Good job, Lumar. So we'll see what the judges say about that too. Looks like another good scoring ride.
Well, Lumar has a 5.08, and her last roll, they like that one, a 6.35. But look at this wave once again from Hita.
Hita. Look at this great bottom turn. Just driving to the lip, looking for the section. Boom. Heavy landing too.
It looks like she goes up right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just her hair.
Yeah.
Her hair looked like it was upside. She was upside down, but she wasn't. Her hair was just in front of her eyes.
Exactly. You gotta watch the hair out there. But yep. So that score from Rita has come in at a 7.5, which is put her in the first place. 6.25 and a 7.5. And then Lumar, she's got a total of 11.43 with a 5.08 and a 6.35. And here we have Ruth going up for a quick spin off the top there. That was good. Looking for another section. Reverse. It's kind of a fatter wave here. It's kind of see if it lines up on the inside. Nah. Just wasn't quite happening for her there.
Yeah, it looked like she was trying to force all those maneuvers because there was not much power behind that wave. But that was her fourth wave. Comes in at 3.4. And look at this.
Oh,
red.
It's a nice peaking wave here for Lumar. Look at this. She's bouncing a little down the wave there. But she's looking. Oh, good strong. She wants it.
Oh, no. It doesn't look like she had the projection off her bottom turn to pull that thing around.
And you got to watch it in there, too. I think Lumar's got a few scrapes on her legs from a couple of afternoons ago on that section right there. It's just reef underneath there.
It's a sandy beach, but as soon as you touch the water, maybe a foot or 2 foot in the shore break, it turns into reef. And it can get really shallow on the lower tides, but even at high tide, if you get pounded, you can drive down to the bottom and get cut up. So a lot of the riders have to contend with that in their heats. But right now, it looks like Hita Pires from Portugal is leading the charge with 6.25 and a 7.5.
Yes.
And then Lumar adding on to her scorecard with that last wave, but a 5.0 and a 6.35.
You can see next heat with Ayaka walking down the beach there. Ayaka Suzuki from Japan. She's another great young bodyboarder coming up. And in red will be Anne Lacoste, the French fry from France. And in white will be Maylene Rivera. She's a wild card from Puerto Rico here. And yellow for the next heat will be Mayumi Toni, another Japanese killer. She did really well in the Port Macquarie contest this year. She was in the final there. I believe she got second or third. I can't remember. But yeah, she's a great bodyboarder. She had some high scoring rides yesterday too, I believe. It was
she was killing it yesterday. And well, you know what? There's maybe a little action out the back, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't think that's going to come in. So this would be a perfect time to throw an ad out there. So we'll be right back.
Mi gente, lo más grande de este mundo, siempre me hacen sentir un orgullo profundo. Que jangueando en la playa, pasado de las rayas, por encima de la malla, no puede faltar la medalla. Conmigo sí. Que cante mi gente. Mira, mi gente sorprende con el oro siempre y que bien se siente, ¿verdad? Medallitas somos todos buscando buen ambiente.
So Lily and I were talking about how not only is Medalla the sponsor of the event, but Natasha.
Yeah, lucky girl, the sponsor.
She was able to line that up, and there's Anne.
The French fry getting ready for her heat. She was surfing good this morning, so we'll see how she goes in this next heat with the two Japanese and the local girl. Look at her, she's ready for action. That was cool. Manny waved to the French fry, and she waved back, but I don't think she actually saw him. Oh, she's getting excited. She's feeling good. You can see it. Happy.
She's always happy.
Yeah, she's a great person. Yeah. She's here like all day, every day, supporting everyone else on the beach. She's so great. So we'll see how she does. I think it's her time to shine.
Well, I mean, these waves are, they're not as big as they have been, but still contestable, 2 to 3 foot, glassy and a little bumpy, but still some waves. And the forecast, I haven't been looking, but what do you got for us?
I missed it. We had no internet for a couple of days at the house, so
wait.
Right now.
Oh, no.
She wanted that section. It looked like she wanted to go for an invert there. I've seen a video of Hita doing a solid invert on the left, I think, in Azores Islands. So she wants that invert section if she can just get it to show off her skills. But we'll see. That one didn't quite happen for her. But
so Anne was already out there getting some practice
waves. Yeah, this
waves.
morning. Yeah,
okay.
She was on it early. I think she's still struggling with the jet lag. She was telling me she's been waking at 3 and 4 in the morning, and so I guess she's out to watch the sunrise today and get a few waves.
Yeah,
it's a great start.
And that has been an issue with a lot of riders because of the rebooking and cancellation of flights. That there's been a few people that have been showing up late.
And they just arrived. And yeah, like Inate Aguirre and Katarina Souza, they arrived like only the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
And their boards didn't arrive with them. So
I know Katarina's board didn't arrive, but
Inate also. Yeah.
Oh,
but I do believe, I think I saw Katarina this morning on her board, so I think they've been brought from the airport for her just in time. So perfect timing because they're on in like a couple of hours' time.
Can you imagine getting to a contest late? You want to get there a few days before, get some practice, and get over the jet lag. But then showing up late and then having your boards not show up. Oh.
Exactly. We have Ruth looking for a little inside section here. She's just looking, what score is she looking for? She needs a 5.66, so she's looking for that little left there to hopefully push her through with a score, but it was a pretty short wave and not too much of a section, so I'd be interested to see what the judges think about that. But I'm curious what Natalia, if she's in the water. I haven't seen a wave from her yet. And you can see Mayumi getting ready for her next heat. All smiles, of course.
She was down here. Actually, they were all down here a little early checking out the waves.
Yeah,
and
it's just like Hawaii here. So similar. Like I come for the early surf and I usually try and get in the water first, and the Japanese are always straight behind. So keen, straight in the water in the mornings. But
there's another look of Ruth's last wave right there. As you can see, a little late on that roll, but she was able and managed to get out in front of the whitewash right there. Yeah. And the judges gave that wave a 3.35.
Yeah, kind of an average score. She still needs to get herself a 5.66 to get into second place. And right now, holding it out front is Hita Pires with a 6.25 and a 7.5 for those heavy rolls that she's doing. Is really good. And Lumar in second with a 5.08 and a 6.35. And of course, we have Natalia in fourth place. She needs to get things happening. Or is she even in the water? Where is she? Let's have a look. Is she on screen there?
I wonder if she's fallen into the same situation that.
Yeah, Karina. They're just like. You know what? I actually don't see her in the lineup there. Maybe she's missed her heat. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see what's going on here. But,
have you ever missed your heat? That's a question that I think a lot of people. One heat, whether it's an early heat or I'm sure a semifinal or final, you're never going to miss.
Of course.
If you miss that,
early
then you're
heats
a jackass.
Yeah. No, personally, no. But 2 mornings ago when they had the women on early, the round 2 heats, was my duty to bring Emma Cobb down to the beach. And that morning, we kind of like all asleep in bed. It was like 7:15, and Cobb woke me up. Lily, I'm looking up. She's looking at a phone, and it says on the telephone, "Women up first." And I was like, "No way!"
Oh no!
And Emma, of course, is in the second heat that morning. So we jumped in the car, raced straight here. And
how many minutes are you guys from here?
Only like my guess is about 8 minutes.
So it was 5 minutes that morning.
Yeah, exactly. Dodging those lizards on the road, huh?
Oh, the iguanas,
big dragons. But yeah, we made it in time, and Cobb had like 2 minutes to paddle out, and lucky for her, she made it right on time and killed the heat. So it was perfect. She was happy afterwards. She's like, maybe this is a better strategy. I don't have time to like think and stress. I just go out and and surf it. But it's good to see her coming through. Now she'll be in my heat.
Yeah, you're going to face off with her and Nemara Calvallo in the first heat of round 5.
Second place from this heat is coming in with me. It could be Luma right here. Look at this. Ooh, good roller there.
Nice. Well, she's not. Looks like she's not going to pull that one off and will not be scored a complete move. But here's Ruth Para out the back.
For that 5.66 ride. That was a pretty solid roll. We'll see if that's going to push her in front of Luma.
That looked like almost exactly like her last one. Oh!
Rita on a nice shaped wave here. It's washing a little on her, but she's looking for the section. Nah. Unfortunately, the light on shore's come in a little, I think, now, and it's kind of washing it. It's kind of just a little funky today, but, you know, it's still probably like almost like, I'd say, the second best waves on tour I've seen this year, so it's pretty fun. But,
I would like to I would like to see it, perfect. And then I would like to see it in the summer when it's totally flat, just to see what it looks like.
Snorkeling, huh?
Yeah, snorkeling out in the reefs would be pretty epic too.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder, have you been fishing here? I wonder what the fishing's like.
I don't know. I'm sure it's pretty insane. Yeah. But I'm not much of a. I'll eat fish.
Really?
Yeah.
But you don't like to fish. I love fishing.
I don't know. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Here's another replay, another look of Ruth Parra's last wave, and it almost looked like identical from her previous wave, just a little bigger on this one.
Yeah, no, was right. And actually, the judges have rewarded her with a 6.13 on that one. That was a good roll, and it's put her straight into second place now. So Luma's looking to fight back. She's gone for that left there and hasn't quite made a roll. So Luma now needs a 5.56, and with just over 4 minutes remaining, we'll see if she can get it. But Rita's still holding it out front there with a 6.25 and a 7.5. She'd be kind of chilling, just waiting for a better shape wave. There's no point kind of for Rita now to paddle for anything smaller or anything junky looking. Like, she's already got 2 solid scores, so now she'll just be waiting, hopefully getting herself a good size set. But it's just a battle now between Ruth and Luma. So see what they can do.
Round number 5 is when we're going to see the priority system in place. That's when the top 8 riders get into the water, including yourself. So round number 5, which is coming up later on today, we're looking at about a 10:50 start for that round number 5 to get out in the water, and that's when we're going to see the priority system get situated with those heats. And that's what we're going to use for the priority system. There's all 4 colors on those boxes, and the top box would say that is who has priority.
First priority, yeah.
And then the second box would say second priority. So can you see those boxes from the water?
I haven't yet surfed a heat, so I haven't looked back in free surfing, but I haven't heard any complaints from anyone, so I'm sure that everyone can see them quite well. So...
All right, 3 minutes remaining in this heat. We're going to jump into heat number 3 of the round number 4 coming up next. So again, conditions are contestable today. It's not, what we'd all like to see, some big grinding 8-foot bombs coming in, but hopefully that should be coming up next according to the forecast.
Really? That's good.
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
Okay,
but,
that sounds good then.
But I hear there are waves. I don't know how big, but I don't know if the winds are going to be a factor. We should have that situated by tonight and give you some more info on that.
Yeah, I think we were pretty lucky with last year, to have the swell and the winds all coming together, because it's pretty rare in these hot countries to get offshore winds all day. So that's
right, and waves too. I mean, there's a folklore or a story, an urban tale about the swell of the dead, the swell of the dead.
Really?
Yeah, it usually comes on November 2nd, and it was here.
No way.
Yeah,
really?
so last year.
It's a great time for a competition then, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Natasha was betting on the swell of the dead to show up, and sure enough, it showed up.
It definitely showed up, didn't it?
Hopefully we get more of it later on this week as we wind down the event here at the Encanto Pro, brought to you by SeaPuertoRico.com. And you know what? Let's run down a couple of the sponsors really quick. Let's just do like 5 at a time because I know there's a ton of them.
Yes.
But just name off, I say the top 5.
Yeah, so what we got?
Oh, wait, stand by.
Oh, here we go. We have a
stand by. We got Lumar up and riding.
Position there. Look at this left. She's found a couple of lefts here. A quick spin. She's looking for another little spin. She just wants that good section on the inside, I think. Just kind of pushing it around on that roll there. It's not an amazing wave, but she got a couple of maneuvers in. She is looking for a 5.56, so she's milking it for all it's worth right now, trying to get that score. So.
5.56. That could be pretty close to
it. It wasn't like the judges like to see like a good roll on the outside or a good sort of projection off the lip somewhere to usually get a good score. And it was kind of there's the spins at the start there, and then like the roll was kind of off the wash on the inside. You can see here. It looks like Blue gave her that wave there. Rita gave her that wave. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen here with Luma. That spin, and then into a reverse. Looking on the inside here, just going for that roll off the wash. It's complete, but it's not like, obviously you want to get a good lip, but that was kind of just a bit of a wash roll. And then going for it on the inside, she's milking it. She wants it. We'll see what the judges think about that. And
that could be the end of the well, she knew time was has run out, so she didn't paddle back out. as she finished off that last wave. So with 12 seconds remaining,
Yes.
Hita with her 2 strong, solid waves in the very beginning. She did wait a little bit for those waves, but it worked out in the end. And then Ruth Para came out strong towards the end with that 6.13. So you're going to be seeing